What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be hopping back into some viewer submitted decks. Today we're playing Pargellen's, and I actually forgot to name this Pargellen's Creatureless deck, and it's actually really fun and really enjoyable to play. Now, I'm not doing a webcam today because I am still feeling complete shit, and I look like complete shit, so won't be doing that today. Also, probably can be expecting quite a few cuts. So anyways, if you enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like down below. If you have any comments for Pargellen, please leave them down below, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing, as it is a free way to support the channel and get an update every time I put out a video. Now, on into what we are actually playing here today. We have a whole bunch of enchantments, really, and it's a very concise deck as far as the cards, right? The amount of unique cards that we're playing. So kicking us off, we have 4 copies of Disenchant, and this is going to allow us to destroy any artifacts or enchantments. 4 copies of Frogify and 4 copies of Kasmina's Transmutation, which kind of become, they're kind of the same thing, except Kasmina's Transmutation doesn't turn them into a frog and Frogify does. Mirrormade's going to allow you to copy any other artifact or enchantment you have on the board, which is really useful considering you're playing only artifacts and enchantments. 4 copies of Gift of Paradise. This allows you to ramp up into your Ethereal Absolutions and clear up some of this mana-based problem that you may have. 4 copies of Conclave Tribunal for some removal, 4 copies of Ill-Gotten Inheritance for some constant life gain, as well as some constant damage, and potentially a way to kill your opponent. 4 copies of Revenge of Ravens. This really keeps you alive against those aggro decks, and as well as, kind of killing them while doing so. And then last but not least, we have 4 copies of Ethereal Absolution, which can just completely make it to where your opponent can't play creatures, especially if you get down Ethereal Absolution, then you hit it with 2 Mirrormades. You already have 3 Ethereal Absolutions down, and they can't play a creature that has 3 or less health, right? So very interesting deck, and I've got to say, so far in me playing it, it's been very fun. So all that being said and out of the way, we're going to go and hop right into our matches. Mikey 82 gonna be our first foe for the day. This seems like a fine hand. We'll probably lead with the Fabled Passage so I can guarantee that turn 3 mana. And then I think we get a swamp with it so we can hit things like Revenge of Ravens and all that whatnotness. I don't think we'll need to play Disenchant at instant speed, not this early at least. I mean, maybe if they play Donna Hope, that's the only thing I could think of. So far it just looks like mono white though. Well, hell, I say that, and Disenchant could very well kill that gargoyle. But is that what we want? That's the real question. Because it's just 0-3 that they have to pay 4 mana in order to get up flying, There may be a better solution. So, okay, they're actually Azorius. Let's see if they play all that glitters. I could definitely see that. No? Oh, okay. Well, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, so one more turn after this and we'll be able to hit the Ethereal Absolution. So let's just go with the Revenge of Ravens for this turn. And again, I could disenchant the gargoyle, but I don't want to. I don't think that's worthwhile. Even if they pay 4 mana here, they're still only dealing 1 damage. Clockwork Servant. Oh, I need my mouse to stop doing that. I really need to get a new mouse pad. Anyways, Ethereal Absolution coming down for us. Making everything they have a little bit smaller. If I had one thing to say about this deck, like one adjustment that I would make, might be to cut down some copies of Disenchant and maybe even the Frogify / Kasmina's Transmutation, and use some actual board wipe, such as Kai's Wrath or Time Wipe. What does this do? You may look at the top card, you may cast the top card of your library if it's an artifact or colorless name. Well, that just sounds a little OP, doesn't it? I'll be taking that. I don't want to use my Disenchant quite yet. Excuse me. Thank you. And we'll call it a turn there. They really can't swing in without just dealing damage to themselves, so we're in a pretty good position. But yeah, some like actual board wipe, maybe even a ritual, so it wouldn't be bad. But I feel like it needs some board wipe, because a lot of the times in these early games, it's hard for you to remove things, given you don't really have much kill effects, and Ethereal Absolution works off of kill effects, so, you know, or discard effects, however you want to get their creatures into their graveyard, you know. Fabled Passage. I'm gonna get out some blue mana. I always find I never have enough. Alright, and we're passing it back to them. We're getting a little flooded here, but I guess it's alright. We got more stuff on the way. If we hit one Mirrormade, granted it won't kill any of their creatures, it will greatly wound them. Another Clockwork Servant. Yeah, so we can literally kill any of our opponent's creatures with Disenchant, huh? That's a nice little feeling. One other thing I would say this deck sort of lacks in is the card draw. So late game, you're to this point where you're just sort of top decking, hoping you hit things. Which, you know, hey, thankfully there I did. Hopefully they don't counter it, because if they do, obviously that'd be very sad. They didn't. Look at there, we got it down. 2 Ethereal Absolutions, always fun. You know what's even better than 2? 3. We'll try for it. We will try for it. Meteor Golem. Well, that's not good, because one of our Ethereal Absolutions is gonna die. So is that Meteor Golem, though. That's really more so for a spiteful thing. We didn't really need to kill the Meteor Golem, but, you know, you kill my creature, I kill your creature. Because Ethereal Absolution basically is our creature. This in this deck, it is our creatures. Alright, so we got that. I think that's about it for our turn. And I know, I played that at sorcery speed. I should have waited and played it on their turn. Or activated it, rather. Glass casket. Oh. All that glitters. Look at that. Should have saved that Disenchant, huh? Why did they attack with a -1 gargoyle? That makes no sense. Alright. All's well that ends well. We have Conclave Tribunals galore, so we can just pop these down and take their creatures. Alrighty. I think that's going to be it for our turn. Arcanist Owl, another one. So yeah, we're really just waiting to get some more Mirrormades or Ethereal Absolutions. And another All That Glitters. Well, that's not good. They should play the All That Glitters on one of the Clockwork Servants. No, they're not going to. Okay. Well, I don't have any instant speed spells, so like once they play it, I just sort of have to take it. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Yeah, I wish we had a Kai's Wrath or a Time Wipe here. That would be very, very lovely. Alright, so they play all that glitters back on the owl. I'm assuming. Indeed they do. Let's see if they make the same dumbass mistake as last time. No? Okay. It's good. Yeah, last time they attacked, they just ended up dealing a whole bunch of damage to themselves. Sure, they dealt a whole bunch to me, but, you know. The thing that's actually really scary with where our health is now is they could very well kill us very soon. Oh, and then I just keep bricking on some lands. Goodness gracious, game. I'm drowning in this flood you got going. Alright, give me that Arcanist Owl. We are skating on thin ice, ladies and gents. Thin ice. So yeah, all I would really recommend for this deck is shave down some of these artifacts or enchantments and add in some instant speed spells, basically, or some sorceries. Board wipe, good. Wasn't that a fair little amount of damage? Board wipe is good. Ways you can draw, right, would be fine. Chemistry's Insights, things of that nature. They don't even have to be that, you know, over the top fantastic, as long as they can draw you some cards for this late game where you're just sort of stuck top decking, right? Ill-Gotten Inheritance will help keep us alive, if nothing else, you know. Just gotta make it one more turn. Let's hope they don't get another All That Glitters, because that will be doom. Doom, 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 doom. If I can get, you know, another Ethereal Absolution or 2 Mirrormades or a combination of those two, I can wipe their board and then get back my own creatures, which is a lovely thought, I do have to say. Alright, Ill-Gotten Inheritance going to town on their face. We're still drawing these lands, god damn it. Maybe I should Frogify the Locked-Wing Gargoyle so that way they can't boost it, right? Oh. Alright, Ill-Gotten just gonna be ticking them down slowly but surely. What does Ill-Gotten do for damage? Ooh, another Revenge of the Ravens is fantastic. Alrighty. Well, we're not exactly in a terrible position, right? We have Ill-Gotten taking them down every single turn. We have Revenge defending our faces. In case they want to attack in, they have to attack in with something that deals more than 2 damage if they want to actually deal damage to us. And they're also going to be dealing damage to themselves in that process. So they're really, really on a timer here. I think we actually may have the upper hand despite our lack of cards in hand. On the board right now, we do have the upper hand. Disenchant, I'm going to save that. I feel like I played my first one a bit too early and it sort of got us into this mess, so. Yep. You know what I didn't think either? I didn't think about? Well, hell, where the hell is it? Why is it exiled? Why the hell is that card exiled? Is this exiled? No, it says destroy. I'm missing something here. I'm so missing something here. Right? Or did we get a creature down? This game's gone on for too long. I can't remember if we exiled the Meteor Golem or not. From his hand, then choose any card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Okay, so they play that and then I play this on that. Right. So go ahead, get a good gander at my hand. You'll see that your Sorcerer's Spyglass is not long for this world because they're probably going to name it on Ethereal Absolution. And then I have to destroy it. Well, Realistically, do I give a shit about destroying it though? Because it's only the activated abilities, and realistically, Ethereal Absolution can't activate its ability right now, so they may throw it on Ill-Gotten Inheritance, actually. We'll see. We may not play the Disenchant on it. We'll have to see what they choose here. Revenge of Ravens even wouldn't be a bad decision for them. But realistically, they choose something too valuable, and then I just disenchant it and, you know, go on our merry way. Or they just rope us for the rest of the game. Abnormal Endurance. I don't even know what that is. What the hell? What the hell is Abnormal Endurance? Well, we got a land, so there's, you know, another one of those, I suppose. I'd say you can't ever have too many, but that'd be a lie. I mean, I could disenchant one of their creatures and then use Ethereal Absolution to get my own creature back. But it kind of relies on them not having any, well, any of that, really. Okay, so they're going to play that and kill my Ethereal Absolution. Should I then go ahead and do this? And this. So I can at least have a creature, right? If I'm going to lose Ethereal Absolution, I might as well get something out of it. So now I have a 1/1 flyer after Meteor Golem does its work. Steel Overseer. That's unfortunate for us. Let's see, they go down to 9/8. Oh, they're gonna take my creature. That's very unfortunate. All this time we're still gonna lose. So unfortunate. Wait, are they really about to swing in with us having this many? Oh, you idiot. Oh, you idiot. No, you really could have won this game. Oh, well. Game 1 being picked up by us thanks to Revenge of the Ravens and, well, a lack of foresight in Mikey there, so awesome. That was a very drawn out game. Let's go ahead and hop into a game 2. Spider 9179 gonna be our next foe for the day. Well, well. I'll keep it. What are they getting over there? Look through your deck already, damn it. It's swirling all about. There you go. I was about to say, wow, it's really not that hard to draw, like to pick a land. We're gonna go ahead and get some green mana here so that way we can play our Gift of Paradise without problem. Simic so far in a growth spiral. Okay, playing Sultai. I think we just throw this down tapped. On our next turn, we can play an island, Gift of Paradise, get ramping ourselves a little bit. Oh. Okay, so they're playing, what is that, Witch, I think? I think it's Witch. Thought Erasure, that's not good. Ethereal Absolution probably getting hit. Or Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Ethereal. What a cunt. What a cunt. That's alright. You never expect the turn 4 Thought Erasure, right? Alright, so we'll be up to 5 mana on our next turn. Man, I would love to have that Ethereal Absolution back in hand. Oh, hey, looky there. Ask and you shall receive, right? Ill-Gotten Inheritance coming down will allow us to start their timer, I guess. Do we play Ethereal Absolution? I think yes. We know they have Thought Erasure, so we know they have ways to take it out of our hand. We don't know if they have ways to take it off the board. They probably do, but we're gonna play it nonetheless. Mirrormade. Ooh, do I play a Mirrormade on the Ill-Gotten Inheritance or on the Ethereal Absolution? They haven't really played many creatures, so honestly I think this should and will do better on the Ill-Gotten Inheritance. That's 2 damage every single turn to the face. Also, they're able to be sacrificed for a combined 8 damage total, so. Boop, boop. We'll just keep on gaining some land. Gaining some land. Unfortunately for them, they played an Ethereal Absolution, but I actually don't have any creatures in my deck for them to use Ethereal Absolution on, so there's absolutely 0 way for them to get any creatures off of that card. Isn't that a lovely thought? Oh, they're playing all 5 colors. This is a 5-color deck. There's Niv Mizzet. Boy, does that explain it. That's a problem. Casualties of War. That is a problem. Let's see what else they got. They got a Thought Erasure. That's bad. Yeah, well. Surprise, surprise with your Thought Erasure, motherfucker. But I have the same 3 cards that you've been seeing. Your Niv Mizzet is getting hit. That's just the facts of it. Okay, and then they have 2 mana left over after that, with which I don't see anything that they can do. Alright, on to my turn. 2 more damage to the face. You're down to 14. Ooh, and another Ill-Gotten Inheritance. I will certainly take that. Kasmina's Transmutation. Let's turn that down to a little 1/1, shall we? Alright, so now we actually have enough damage to deal 12 damage to their face. So it's a matter of mana now. Because these cost 6. We only have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can only activate 1 of these a turn. On our next turn, we need to start activating them. Or rather, on the next turn cycle. We don't have to activate it on our turn necessarily, but we need to activate it on the turn cycle. So their best solution here is the Casualties of War and take out an Ill-Gotten Inheritance, actually. Because as the board stands, I have lethal. We'll see though. We will see. Would it be? I'm already up at 29 health as well, so we're fairly stacked out as far as defense goes. Spider, not making a move. I'm telling you, you should Casualties of War and kill an Ill-Gotten and kill one of my lands. Oh, you should Casualties of War, kill an Ill-Gotten, and kill that forest that has the Gift of Paradise. You're essentially making it to where I can't cast, like, I can't remove my other Ill-Gotten Inheritances if they do that. Like, I can't even activate them until I get another land, you know? That is the play. They already know I don't have a land. Come on. How are you not seeing this play? Are they just roping us? Like, what's going on here? Because they have a fairly straight line of defense, and honestly, us doing that to Niv Mizzet doesn't really do too much to them, considering they can still get a ton other back. What is going on here? Why? What? Maybe they stepped away. Maybe they're doing something. Maybe they're busy. I don't know. I'm very befuddled. Because they 100%, 1000% should have cast Casualties of War there and killed an ill-gotten. It feels bad when your opponent does this, right? Come on, Spider. They may have lost connection, actually. Magic has been doing that to me a fair bit. Where I'll just be playing a game and I won't lose internet connection, but it's like, boop, you're no longer connected to the server. Well, I guess we just went off of that. That's not fun. I mean, it was a fun fun match up until that point, but man, that kind of sucked. Well, as anticlimactic as it is, I'm actually going to call it a video for today. I'm not feeling well, and we've already been going for like 30-40 minutes now, so thanks everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section and all that good stuff. Sorry for me being a bit under the weather. If you want, if it'll make you feel better, you can blame it on Eva. That's what I've been doing. All jokes aside, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all either later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.